got a pretty sweet pad up here. Hello.
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken.
No, sir.
Sir? How quaint.
Oh.
I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college.
Understood.
Are we clear?
Yes, sir. Have you ever, how do the local Nords feel about the college?
It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
You said taint.
Please, don't do anything to anger the locals. They don't need additional reasons to hate us.
Fair enough. Is there anything we can do?
Someday the college may be fully accepted by the Nords. I hope that my work as Archmage may help. Meanwhile, it's not the place of the college to become involved in local politics.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd like to know more about the college's history.
I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid.
What happened in the last few hundred years?
The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched.
What caused the Great Collapse?
No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case.
Okay. What's the purpose of the college?
Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians.
Amusing
It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us.
Tell me more about the Great
A
Collapse.
sea of ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain.
Dangerous research must be a problem here.
Not often, no. Some risks must be taken to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us.
Have you ever met with a Sigic Order?
Personally? No, not I. One of their number used to advise the Archmage when I was but an apprentice here. But that was a great many years ago, before all the members of the Order were called back to the Isle of Artaeum, and it disappeared entirely.
Okay. Now, finally, I need to speak to you about Sarthal.
Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now.
We found something in Sarthal, and Tolfdir think it's important. Or we found some sort of orb. Tolfdir wanted you to see it. Wummy would say the top one.
I see. I trust that Tolfdir will provide a more specific explanation.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Thank you for bringing this to my
It
attention.
looks like some kind of orb, though.
Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject. Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of anything that matches your discovery.
Okay.
And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful.
Staff of Mage Light. Cool. Thanks, Doc.
Until next time.
The Fall of Sarthal. How many pages is this? Because I kind of do want to know. Oh, it's not very long. Okay, I'm gonna read it. My humble investigation shall continue as time permits. Okay, what does he want me to do? Go see somebody in the Arcanium?
There you are. I've been trying to find you.
Hello?
I just wanted to let you know that Ankano's been asking about you. I think he's looking for you.
Why would Ankano be looking for me?
I'm not sure. Just, well, mind what you tell him, alright?
Is there a problem?
No. Well, I don't think so. Between the two of us, there are rumors about him. That this advisor position he has is a sham, an excuse. That what he's really doing is spying for the Thalmor, trying to feed them information. Whether it's true, I can't say. But it never hurts to be a little suspicious, does it?
I guess not. Thanks for the warning.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, you didn't need to say that. Any advice to give about destruction spells?
Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot, and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire.
Okay.
Until next time.
Oh. Hello.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
There's a rumor that you're spying for the Thalmor.
What? Preposterous. And just the sort of thing I would expect from mages who have nothing better to do with their time. I have made it quite clear that my only role here is as an advisor to the Archmage. I would suggest that you not further spread this rumor.
Something about Sarthal. I need to learn about something we found in Sarthal.
I know what you want. Word travels fast around here. Discovered some big mystery, huh? Well, you don't even need to ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway.
You don't have anything that can help?
I said not anymore.
Okay.
Hawthorne stole a number of
Please don't
books
yell at
when he
me.
ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Hawthorne.
Find the stolen books. Ugh. Doesn't anyone care that Hawthorne stole things from the college?
Not enough to bother with. Archmage Aaron's approach to these things is just to let them sort themselves out. Although now it looks like you'll be doing the sorting. Good luck with that.
Who's Hawthorne?
He was an apprentice here at the college. Not very skilled, but got involved with a group of mages who took a liking to him. When they left, he took off after them. Stole supplies and books from the college. I suppose as a way to ingratiate himself.
Why are there mages in Felglow Keep?
Let's just call it a difference of opinion with the college. They were interested in research that goes outside the bounds of what the college allows, so they were persuaded to leave.
Can I check out books from the Arcanium?
You need a book? You talk to me. Otherwise you're going to find yourself in a lot of pain. Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
Sure.
And I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Yes, sir. You take your work very seriously.
Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador?
No.
Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Okay.
Our
Oh, he had one more thing to say about Shalador. Can you tell me more about Shalador?
Archmagus Shalador had an understanding of magic that surpassed almost any of either his age or ours. Here at the college, there is an ongoing effort to research his work. He is most remembered for his great maze of Labyrinthian, said to hold Glamouril, or the secret of life. We are always searching for more of Shalador's writings, in an attempt to understand both our knowledge of the man and magic in general.
What do we know about Glamouril?
Not much. It means secret of life in Elvish. Is it possible that somehow it contributed to his work? Perhaps allowed him to live multiple lifetimes in a short span of time? Increased his intelligence and knowledge in ways unfathomable to us. We may never know for certain. While stories have persisted since the First Era, none have ever confirmed the existence of this Glamouril, or its purpose or function.
Okay.
Until next time.
Thank you, sir. Hello.
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
Okay. Sure. What do you think the ore from Sarthal is?
Well, certainly nothing that will benefit my research, but it's ancient. That much we know for sure.
Is there any college business I can assist with?
You mean the official sort of business? Well, no. No, not really. All right then.
Okay. Thanks for nothing, I guess. How do I get in here?
You ask me, not enough of Winterhold fell off into the sea.
How do I get in there?
It's not like there's...
Oh, do I need to...
myself a drink.
Cold here.
Well,
If I play outside for too long, I'm gonna freeze. I'm not afraid of anyone.
Okay, do I need to get ale?
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
Okay. I'm proof of their ignorance. I guess I'm gonna try to get some ale and then maybe give it to him.
My days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close.
Who are
What
you?
you doing?
Who are you?
Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? That's gold wasted, friend.
What's wrong with Ranmir?
He owes this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back up, then burn it down again just for laughs. He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking here without at least paying back some of the coin he owes.
What if I talk to him?
Go right ahead. He just might be sober enough to listen to you.
Nice place you have here.
Not much, but we get by. Very little money passes through Winterhold anymore. But if there's one thing you can count on, it's folks needing a drink now and then.
I get that. Why is it so empty?
You mean the inn or Winterhold? Suppose it's the same answer either way. Winterhold's fallen on hard times, to say the least. Most folk packed up and left years ago. Few of us are either too stubborn or too crazy to go, so we do our best to make a living.
I see. Have you considered moving elsewhere?
Winterhold doesn't offer much, but we like living here. Been here all our lives.
You might find it easier to provide more if you were running an inn in Solitude.
We may not have as much to offer as Whiterun or Solitude, but we'll do what we can to make your stay a pleasant one.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Thank you. Do the college mages come to the inn often?
Well, most of our business comes from folks traveling to and from the college. The mages at the college keep to themselves for the most part, so we don't see much of them.
Actually, I happen to be with the college myself.
I suggest you try and keep to yourself. Don't let the folks in town bother you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My days at the
What?
college are long behind
It's so funny. They say such funny stuff. Yeah, okay, yeah.
If there's anything you need, just let's sate that appetite,
I just want, like, some kind of... I guess your cheapest, please. Ale. 16 gold. Jesus Christ. So I can
Dagor and I have an
make a drunk man drunker. Is that a word? Here's the thing. Get out of here, dude. Who are you?
I'm waiting.
What do you do around here?
Oh, my men and I are sailors. We hunt and fish, porkers mostly, as well as do some, trading from time to time. Anything to gather supplies for our town when the ice allows it. Life out here is harsh, but we give it our best.
You say you're a trader. How about we do some trading?
I'm not one of those types of traders. I mostly take without the giving. Now, before you say anything, it's a matter of survival. It's all supplies for the town, you see. If you really want to do some trading, you should talk to Berna. She doesn't have much, but she has more than I have.
Sailing these frozen waters must be dangerous.
It's not easy, that's for sure. The waters here are icebound most of the year, but traveling on the roads is just as dangerous.
Who is that?
The Imperials say all coastal waters between Dawnstar and Windhelm are unnavigable. They wouldn't dare patrol here. Us Nords, however, we make it work. We have to.
Can you tell me more about Winterhold?
There's not
I have
much
to run
to
to her.
They say Winterhold was once a great city. When I was young, I used to play amongst the old ruins.
She's probably over there now.
Anyhow, I don't know about such things. You should talk to Frode about all that.
Frode.
All I know is that most folk would rather pack up and leave. I did too once. I wanted to get away as far as possible, and so I did. I traveled. I joined the Stormcloaks and fought in quite a few battles before I returned.
Aren't you cold? Why'd you return to Winterhold?
I'll try to keep this short. There I was on the battlefield. I do not remember the exact place. What I do remember is that I pierced the man's chest with my blade. As I pulled him closer, I got a look of his eyes. An icy gray. They reminded me of my home. Of the summer snow and the everlasting frozen wastes. Even more so as they turned cold as he stopped struggling against my weapon.
Oh my god.
At that moment, I thought to myself, this man had a home too. I realized then that I was a fool to leave. That there are people out there who needed me more than the Stormcloaks. My family, my friends. Now I fight for Winterhold. Good hunting.
Where is that lovely lady? She went this way, I know it. Where is she? Hello? Where is she? No! Oh my god. Elves don't belong at the library?
Only thing that keeps me going is spending the evening by your feet.
Who is that? Who is she? There's a couple of goats in here, guys. Read Song of Dedication. Hear us, Unhals, age god of runes. Accept this temple in your guise. Here amidst the bleak icy dunes are cold, clever men, skilled and wise, and as an owl flew beneath the moons, on to prove to your watchful eyes, toiled once again for your boons. 6 dozen souls dead a waste. They yielded many afternoons, for they worked with such rigid haste, a great toll paid, for the last heavy stones were placed. Okay. I don't know where that lady with the pink dress went. Then go, walk away from him!
The Nords of the Line are a respectable lot, unlike most.
Yo, they hate each other. That is so funny. If you don't like him, then walk away. That's so annoying. You're so petty. No, you walk away first. Hello.
You ask me, not enough of Winterhold fell off into the sea.
You need to pay back Haran. You need to pay Haran back for all your drinks.
Who are you to say what I should do? I'll pay her back when I'm ready.
You owe her gold. Pay it.
And I told you I'd pay it when I'm good and ready.
I'm not very good at this, do it or things get ugly.
Calm down there, friend. I'll pay. Tell Haran that she'll have her gold.
She'll have her gold. Wait, there's another dialogue option.
Nothing to do here
have
but
a drink.
so you forget you got nothing.
Oh my god, now I gotta run back. I wonder if they're still fighting. They totally are. That's so funny.
Just say the
Haran.
word if you need a drink or something to eat.
Ramir agreed to pay his debts.
Thank you. He's not a bad man, just bad with his coins and his drink. My husband Dagger could tell you stories there. I have a couple of Ranmir's things that he traded to us back when he was still paying regularly. I say you've earned them.
Why you give me all this stuff? I can't carry it. Uthgard, I'm so sorry. Let's get going. I know.
I'll be sure to put it to good use.
Thank you. You know what? Here.
You ask me.
Have a drink on me.
Got any ale or mead?
Yeah. There you go.
Yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
I just got you one, dog.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Oh, now I can get in there. Well, now that I finally gave him some ale, he let me in. Hello.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you?
How often do you get shipments up here in Winterhold?
It's not often. The roads aren't safe these days. Lots of travelers just disappear. I lose dozens of shipments on the roads every season. This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to those creatures.
What kind of creatures?
Tell me you've seen them. Those things. Small and evil, like something out of a nightmare. I don't know what they are, but they terrify me.
Well, I don't know what they are.
You aren't for hire, are you? I'll pay you if you can recover that shipment. What do you say?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. Here, I'll show you on your map where to look.
Map update. Sightless pit. Oof. Do you manage the store by yourself?
Have to, since I can't count on my brother for anything. I do what's necessary so we can get by. Ranmir has no problem drinking himself under the table, so I have to be the one to make ends meet.
Sounds like you're quite upset with him.
Just because we live in the middle of nowhere doesn't give Ranmir the right to drink himself into oblivion.
Tell me about your brother.
My brother's a good-for-nothing drunk.
Oh.
If you're looking for Ranmir, he's either passed out in bed or working on winding up that way.
Why set up shop here?
Wasn't by choice, I can tell you that. Options were in short supply. Ranmir and I grew up here, and nearly any money I make, he drinks away. Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading.
You get much business?
Very funny.
Oh.
I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top.
Cool. What have you got for sale then?
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
You shouldn't, like, take... Why does it just say I can take it? Okay, steal those, but take these. I think it's still going to be considered stealing. Yeah. I don't know if I want to do all that. Okay. All right.
Take care if you're venturing too far from town. It's a bitter wind coming off the Sea of Ghosts.
Okay, thank you.